Islamic faith was the first foreign religion to be introduced in the present Uganda during the coastal trade era in the 17th and the 18th century by the Arabs, Ottomans, Swahili, and Nubians, who were mainly merchants through commercial and social interactions. Islam became popular in Buganda Kingdom during the reign of King Mutesa I, when he almost made it a state religion before the coming of the Europeans, who were both missionaries and colonialists. Indeed, King Mutesa I recorded history as the first Muslim leader. Upon his death, Islam survived under succeeding periods and monarchs, later led by Katikiro, the Prime Minister, Hussein Muguruma, Sekabaka, meaning the late King Nuhu Rashid Kalema, Prince Nuhu Mbogo, and his heir, Prince Alhaj Badru Kakunguru, and the late Sheikh Swaibu Semakula, the first Mufti of Uganda from 1967 to 1971. During the colonial era, from 1892 to 1962, saw the survival and spread of Islam in different parts of Uganda despite marginalization and discrimination from the British colonial masters and the wider public, who were mainly non-Muslims. This resulted into high rates of illiteracy, since majority of the Muslim children were denied education and thus wouldn't access formal employment. Muslims, however, managed to register some achievements in the field of education when they established Uganda Muslim Education Association, UMEA, and it was through that secretariat that they established prominent schools that still exist today, like Chibuli Secondary School, Nebisusa Girls School, Bombo Secondary School, Bukoyo Secondary School, Nkoma Secondary School, Sebei College Tigris, that were established by the East African Muslim Welfare under the support of Aga Khan Society, and many primary schools. In the cited periods, Muslims themselves were sharply divided into rival sects, who continued up to the time of when Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, UMSC, was established in 1972. Muslims unite under one body. Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, UMSC, is the unifying body of all Muslims in Uganda. It came into existence in 1972 as the tremendous efforts of the Uganda Muslim President, General Idi Amin Dada, after observing that Muslims were sharply divided for a long time, and yet disunity was unproductive and was the main hindrance to the growth of Islam. UMSC had since had 9 different administrations that included the late Chief Qadi Sheikh Maulana Abdul Razak Matovo from 1972 to 1974, the late Chief Qadi Sheikh Yusuf Sulaiman Matovo from 1974 to 1978, late Chief Qadi Sheikh Kasim Mulumba 1979 to 1983, the Chief Qadi Sheikh Abdul Obed Kamlegea 1983 to 1985, the Chief Qadi Sheikh Hussein Rajab Kakoza, late Mufti Sheikh Sadi Ibrahim Luemba, late Acting Mufti Sheikh Muhammad Semakula, and currently under His Eminency Dr. Sheikh Shaban Ramadan Mubaje, the reigning Mufti since year 2000.
Kukwasiza okulembera abasilamu omwana waffe omwagalwa Sheikh Shaban Ramadan Mubaje.
Your Eminence the Mufti Sheikh Mubaje olw'okutuuka mu kifo ekyo, era nga nsaba Katonda akukwatireko akulungamye okulembere abasiraamu bano.
During the tenure of Dr. Sheikh Shaban Ramadan Mubaje, Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, UMSC, has since grown on a strong foundation with its own home, majestically standing at the historic hill at Old Kampala under auspices of the Uganda President, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who recommended the construction of the National Mosque that was financed by the late Libyan President, Colonel Muammar Gaddafi.
We thank Allah, the Almighty, for enabling us come through the years to where we are today as leaders, as servants of Allah in Uganda Muslim Supreme Council. We thank everybody who has collaborated with us, our brothers and sisters from the Ummah who have been working closely with us in our struggle to unite the Muslims of Uganda and to see that there is some development that takes place beginning at the headquarters of Uganda Muslim Supreme Council.
UMSC now operates fully on its elaborated structure from the national headquarters with 10 Muslim legions covering 78 Muslim districts and with over 500 Muslim counties with over 15,000 registered mosques nationwide. All the decision-making are handled at different administrative levels as per the UMSC Constitution.
First and foremost is the General Assembly, which is composed of 264 members, 3 of which are derived from each of the 78 districts, 2 elected members, and the district Qadi. In addition, we have 10 members elected from each of the 10 regions representing the youth and 10 representing the women. This is the supreme organ of the organization, and it elects from within itself a national chairperson and a deputy chairperson. The General Assembly also elects a National Executive Committee, which is well represented by each region, and this National Executive Committee is the governing organ of the organization that makes policy and guides management. Uganda Muslim Supreme Council has a management which is headed by His Eminence the Mufti, and that one is comprised of different secretaries of key activities that are implemented in the council, including those of religious affairs. The council provides for a Majlis al-Ulama, which is composed of scholars in Islam, and this is the body that is entrusted with ensuring that we remain in course on the Islamic faith. They are also responsible for appointing and perhaps disappointing the Mufti of Uganda. We do have other organs provided for in this constitution that are meant to help streamline activities and to help ensure that the council is on course. We have the arbitration committee, which is headed by somebody at the level of judge of Uganda, High Court, and above that is the appellant organ, which is the Majlis al-Shura.
UMSC for the last 20 years has registered tremendous strides in areas of education, and so far 1,368 primary schools, 350 secondary schools, 4 tertiary institutions and 2 universities have been established. In the same line, many students have been provided with scholarships at different education levels, both within and outside the country. UMSC has managed to set up 80 health facilities across the country, and they are supervised under Uganda Muslim Medical Bureau, UMMB. UMSC has also established its own media communication channels that include a television station called GTV/Bilar, radio stations like Bilar FM in Kampala capital city, Masaba FM in Mbale city, and Ribat FM in Yumbe Town, West Nile region. UMSC has managed to establish good working relationship and cooperation with many international organizations and charities such as Muslim World League, World Islamic Call Society, Munamatha al-Dawa, Al-Islamia, Takea-based Dynite, UNICEF, UNFPA, and many more who have since rolled out social transformation programs, resulting into implementation of many projects such as building orphanages, fixing and constructing of boreholes for provision of safe water, construction of classroom blocks, mosques, provision of clothes and food items to vulnerable key groups. UMSC is a co-founder of International Religious Council of Uganda, African Council of Religious Leaders, executive member of Religions for Peace International based in New York, USA, a member of World Fatwa Committee of Eminent Muftis with headquarters in Cairo, Egypt, and a member of Forum for African Muslim Council.
We thank Allah that He has enabled us to collaborate with my brothers of our other faiths. We thank the good relationship between Uganda Muslim Council and the government of Uganda under the wise leadership of His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. A lot has been achieved through his support, through his encouragement, his fatherly advice, and to show that where we are today is as a result of his support. So we thank Allah. We pray to Allah that He continues to support Uganda Muslim Council in its drive to unite Muslims of Uganda and to develop the Ummah and the Ugandans at large. We also thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that in forming the African Council of Religious Leaders, where I've been a co-chairperson since the year 2003, a lot has been achieved at the continental level. That we have currently close to 32 countries which are members of the African Council of Religious Leaders. And also Religions for Peace International, where I am a member of the executive committee, that a lot has been achieved globally. We have moved from countries where there are conflicts, where there are wars, and try to build peace and try to resolve those conflicts through peaceful negotiations.
The Council is steadily moving towards self-economic sustenance by establishing its source of revenue through the establishment of housing estates in Chanja, Nyanamon Masaka Road, commercial perimeter complex shops, and the newly constructed business centers, having 56 shops at the UMSC headquarters. There are also some new ongoing projects like Arua Complex, Soroti Complex, Hoima Regional Offices, Luelo Complex, Aunarian Hospital, and William Street Complex. And also, it has designed a 10-year strategic development plan based on the 7 pillars.
2 years ago, we as Uganda Muslim Council came up with a strategic plan that should give us the strategic direction of where we want the Uganda Muslim Council to go. There are 7 pillars or 7 key areas or priority areas that we want to emphasize. One is the socio-economic transformation of our people. Efforts driven towards ensuring that every Muslim family or household has something they do that generates income in their families as a way of living. Improving the financial health of the Supreme Council as an institution. We have a lot of land, mashallah, at the different areas of administration and the village mosques, at the Tualis and at the districts and regionally. Almost in every state of this country, there's land that can be used to improve on the wealth of the council as an institution if handled well. Our education as an ummah in system and operation is not so good compared to our sister religions. So as part of our efforts, we want to see that we improve the primary, the secondary, the tertiary, and most especially the vocational skilling education of our people, especially for the women and the youth that are within the productive age. But we want to improve not only the quality, but also the quantity of the health service that we offer to our people. It is our hope and prayer that we should be able to increase on the delivery of health services, especially in infrastructure, in human resources for health, and that means investing into the education of health personnel, the nursing schools, the allied health professional schools, and the medical schools, so that we have enough nurses, enough medical assistants, enough lab people, enough doctors to do the work. But 3, to improve on the services and supplies and the service delivery itself in line with the Sharia, in line with what benefits us and what the Quran tells us to do vis-a-vis health of a Muslim. We also want to improve on the dawah dissemination to our people, especially in a way that is in tandem with the current trend of information flow. People now are so much on social media. It is out to make sure that we have a plan on how we should increase on the dissemination of religious information and dawah to the people, especially the most rural ones. Can we have a connection between the rural education system and the rural sheikhs and at the national level as well? And then we want to institute systems that are strengthened to deliver the services to the people. And this system must go from the bottom, at the mosque level, the village mosque level, at the parish level, at the district level, at the regional level, and at the national level. We hope and pray that inshallah we should be able to deliver this project plan in a period of about 7 to 10 years. It is an expensive plan, but plans don't come cheaply. But we hope that within the months of Ramadan, as we pray, we all pray that we get the resources, the energy, the tools and the functions to make sure or to enable us to deliver this strategic plan to improve the lives of the Muslims in Uganda, Ugandans in the whole, and the whole ummah of the world.
So we ask all stakeholders to support the strategic plan of Uganda Muslim Supreme Council for the next 10 years, because we are moving from the headquarters, then to regional, at regional level, then district level, county level, and also grassroots mosques where we need support of everybody to see that we bring about the needed peace and also unity and the development of our ummah. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we are here today to celebrate Eid al-Fitr. We are celebrating everything because of that ummah and that support. May Allah bless Uganda Muslim Supreme Council, bless Uganda, also bless His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda, for God and my country. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.